I had to tell you guys the amount of times I have moisturized my hands for the morning. I don't think you'll believe me. It's crazy. But let's not stray from the topic and from the video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Stelina Blue. I know I have been gone for just a little bit of time. Let's jump right into the video. As you can see, the title below is referring to deal with my dry skin, if you may call it, my eczema, if you may call it, or it's also called dermatitis. So I have really bad skin, and most times I would get an attack of dermatitis during the summer when it is extremely hot. I remember when I went to the doctor for the very first time, he advised me on a lot of things, like, you know, stay away from plants, stay away from pets, animals, stay away from fragrances that may be too strong for your skin itself. Be careful of what you eat, pay attention, you know, to your surroundings, your detergents that you use for your clothes, etc. I've had 3 dogs, and I played with my dogs all the time. I cannot remember getting any kind of attack from playing with or being around my dogs. I worked at a pet store, and again, I cannot remember getting an attack from being, you know, around all these different kind of pets. Also, I have had encounters with plants. I love being in the bush. I think there was one time I really did mess with a plant that left. It wasn't so serious, but I think I had one time where I got an attack from a plant. I don't remember what plant it was, but I did get some hives on my skin from messing with a plant. I think I do remember that. In terms of fragrances and perfume, I love perfume. What I have been trying to do is move away from the very strong scents that I have, because I really do have some very potent fragrances. I'm trying to move away from that and try to move towards getting, you know, milder scent, something that is a little bit more calm or less harsh on my skin. This I have not been very successful. So if you know of any fragrance that may be mild or soft or not too strong and might be good for my skin, let me know, comment below. Or however, if I am using perfume, I try not to spray it on my actual skin. If I do, I'll either spray it here or, you know, in my inner. Detergents, Arm & Hammer for my clothes and my towels. Tide is very strong. I don't think I've had any reaction from using Tide, but I'd rather not get any reaction, so I try to stay away from using Tide. Can say about 10 years ago, probably a little more, and my doctor, Dr. Warren Sanford, prescribed the Holy Grail. I was prescribed this compound, and obviously I have to get it filled every time I run out. And over the holidays, well, between December and last month, I had an attack. I'm going to tell you how that happened. So I was beginning to get a flu. And you know, flu comes with a cough. So I got a cough, and I was like, okay, this cough has to go away. I tried this cough medicine, Robitussin, and I've never had it before. So I'm like, all right, let me give this a try, blah, blah. I gave it a try. Instantly, I knew that was a very bad decision, because my skin started feeling different. From the time that I took this thing, I was like, Josephine, you messed up. Woke up the next day, I was covered from head to toe, literally covered in hives, guys. It was so crazy. I was so upset with myself, because I'm like, there are things you have tried before that have worked. There are other cough medicine. Why couldn't you just go with something that you have already used? Why try something new? Anyway, so now I know I'm allergic. I will never ever use cough medicine again. But I did get an attack, and at the time I barely had anything left for my skin. So I'm thinking, all right, so that's it, you're done, you're finished. However, my sister was home in Dominica, and I had to go to the pharmacy back home, because that's the only place I can get this prescription filled. The thing is, I would usually get an attack during the summer. I've never had an attack of dermatitis during the winter, never ever. So for some strange reason, this time it lasted really, really long. And let me tell you guys, I don't think I have ever gotten an attack of this thing and felt so sad in my entire life. This time around, I was extremely emotional. I was sad. I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, who are you? Why do you look like this? Why are you so ugly? It was just taking a toll on me. It was bad. I will post some pictures. Well, I think I will post some pictures so that you guys can see. And it was just so terrible. In addition to this compound, seeing that I have very sensitive, dry skin. Sometimes I say I have old skin, which sounds very harsh, but that's the fact. My skin is just ugh. But anyway, also when he prescribed this compound, he also recommended that I used Aveeno. Now I guess Aveeno is a brand that a lot of you may be familiar with, and I've been using Aveeno ever since guys, let me tell you, we all have a specific product that works for us and works for our skin. When it comes to my skin, like I said, I have to be very particular with what I put on my skin because I never know what I am going to react to. Guys, Aveeno, this brand, I made it pretty, made it nice. I will swear by Aveeno. But like I said, whatever works for you, that's what you should try. I am just going, and like as you can see, I run through these things like clockwork, like that. I will use nothing else on my skin. This is the same thing, but I use them so much, like I run through them pretty quick. It's a Clear Complexion foaming cleanser that I use to just wash my face and clean off my face before bed and when I wake in the morning. Listen, I'm not saying that you all should go ahead, try Aveeno, buy Aveeno again. You use whatever works for you, but this works for me. In terms of wiping up my face when I'm getting rid of makeup, these wipes, it's oil free, but it is formulated with moisture rich natural soil extract. Very moist, and when you use that to well, not when you use that, when I wipe my makeup off, I don't know, it says it's oil free, but I don't believe, because it leaves my face so moist wiping off my makeup. I use nothing else to remove, not Neutrogena, not Olay, nothing else to remove my makeup but Aveeno wipes. In terms of washing my face off, yes, I've already shown you the foaming cleanser, but you can, there's a bunch of things you can use to wash your face off. So this is a 60-second in shower facial. So let's say if I don't have any time to stand in the mirror and wipe my face, wash my face, blah blah blah, I'll jump in the shower and I will either use this under the shower, rinse off and keep it moving. If I have time, then all right, we're gonna use that. Again, this is a daily scrub. Well, I keep saying you, but I alternate between whichever is working for me at the time. If I'm rushing, if I am wasting time, if I have time on my hands, whatever works. But these are all this is a scrub in particular. When I was moving last year, when I moved from Texas to New York, I was running really low on face wash. So I ran into a store and I'm like, all right, I'm trying to find Aveeno, like for my face. I don't have anything to use on my face. I pulled this without reading because I was in a hurry. I pulled this from the shelf, ran up to the counter, checked out, and then I'm reading. I'm like, all right, it says equate. I'm like, really, Josephine? But at the bottom it says compared to Aveeno. So I'm like, all right, I see Aveeno, whatever, we're going crazy. When I'm done washing my face, this I honestly, guys, I don't know how to explain, but Aveeno really comes through every time. So it's a clear complexion daily moisturizer. Great. You can use it in the night, you can use it before bed, when you wake in the morning, whatever. Next, I use this on my skin, but I only use it once a week. So let's say like tomorrow I will have my facial day. It's Sunday. I'll have my facial day and I will use this on my skin once a week, just because I have hyperpigmentation around my nose and below my lip area, and I feel like using this on my face and my skin too much really irritates around my lips and my nose. When I do have time, I would set out a week in particular to use pure aloe vera on my, just the plant, on my skin in the morning, and that really helps to lock in moisture on my face. Back to Aveeno, my lotion. Aveeno, well, I forgot the if it's not Aveeno, let me tell you what it's going to be. If it's not Aveeno, or I'm really out of Aveeno, it is going to be, well, this is basically almost finished, but it is going to be Baby Dove. It will be Dove, but from the baby section. So the wipes, the lotion, the body wash, it will be Dove, but it will be from the baby section. Like, I really try to keep it really soft when it comes to my skin. If it's not Aveeno, if it's not Dove, it's gonna be Johnson & Johnson for my skin. And I will say, these products, the only reason that I keep using them over and over, obviously, is because this is what works for me. And regardless of you know, I always have to keep in mind, okay, Josephine, what is it that triggers your breakouts or triggers your attacks? So I still have to pay attention to trying out new things, you know. So trying new things is not something that I really want to do when it comes to my skin, but it's also really not always a bad idea, because you never really know what is going to work for you. While we're on that, coconut oil. Brittany brought this up for me last month, and I think she got it from Organic Herbal Center. She got it from Dominica, Organic Herbal Center, pure coconut oil. His name is Cares, I believe, and he's from St. Joseph. But if you are in Dominica, if you're visiting and you want this coconut oil, you will find him outside Whitchurch. Remember I mentioned perfume and fragrances. I like to smell sweet. I love smelling sweet. Sometimes I may feel like, okay, you know what? You've used perfume Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Take a break. I don't know if you can see this or how bright this is. This is from Bath and Body Works. It's from the line Cocoa Shea Honey. Let me tell you about this smell. Let me tell you how long this will last on your skin. So if I'm like, all right, no perfume today, I use this, I'll be smelling like I just took a shower all day. It's really mild. I remember coming on Instagram, again, my Instagram friends, like, you guys always get it first. But I remember coming on Instagram a couple months ago, and I wanted to try something new for hyperpigmentation that I have around my nose, below my lips, around my eye area, and, you know, dark spots that I have here and there. I don't have issues with pimples. However, when it's that time of the month, I will probably get a breakout here and there. But I don't have pimple issues. So I tried these products from the Body Shop. I had the hydrating toner. I also had the facial wash, will have the facial wash, and also the nourishing night cream. So I did give these a try. They work very fine. I was so scared. I was like, all right, you're about to try something new. You may just have an attack from this eczema, girl. Don't. But I gave them a try, and honestly, they weren't too bad. They weren't too bad. I didn't have any breakouts, any reaction from these things, but I just prefer the Aveeno. I mean, at this point, I can say I will just alternate between Aveeno and this vitamin E line from the Body Shop. This, no. Tried this, no. Dried out my skin even more. Also, I tried this to remove my makeup. No. Believe it or not, when the last time I used this, it was up here. So I don't know what happens when it's not used, but this is not where it was the last time I used it. I don't know how it got here, and there's nobody else using this thing. It's only me. So I don't know. What else? The witch hazel. Witch hazel isn't bad. I will use witch hazel, you know, from time to time. But the last time that I got a bottle of witch hazel, I was not paying attention to what it really was. And right here you see it says medicated. Too strong. Even the scent is too strong. Even on my skin, it would burn my skin. So I just decided, now I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, guys, this is just my little story on how I treat my dermatitis. And I'm just telling you guys, like, if you feel like you have something going on with your body, if you have something going on with your skin and it makes you uncomfortable, please find ways to deal with it and don't dwell on that, because mentally it's not good, emotionally it is not good. And these things are really true. Like during this time, like last month, I did not want to be seen. Yes, I had to wake up. Yes, I had to go to work. But I was so sad. Like, I could not believe that this was really me. And when I post the pictures, I think you guys will better understand what I mean when I say I was ugly. And I was just feeling like, who the hell are you? Like, why do you look like this? And there are ways to overcome certain things. So it's up to you. Do your research. Find out what works for you. Find out what doesn't work for you, and pay attention. Pay attention to what the food that you eat. Also, I drink a lot of water. So when I do get healed, my skin will come back to what it really looks like when I do get healed from all this crappy stuff. So be mindful of what you eat. Be mindful of what, I mean, if it's a, you know, if it's a skin, I don't know, it could be anything. It's a skin condition, whatever it is you might be going through. But we're talking about skin conditions. So be mindful of what you eat. Be mindful of the products that you use on your skin. You know, get a regime, stick to it, find products that work for you, stick to it, and don't get tired. Even if you feel like, all right, I've been using this for a week, it's not working. No, it doesn't work like that. Use it, give it about 3 months. Like this, I had to give this about 3 months before I could say, okay, so I guess, yeah, it works, you know, it's all right. But I think I'm going to stick to Aveeno. Give it some time. Nothing happens overnight. Give it some time, and yeah, just find what works for you. So like I said, comment below or send me a message if there are any fragrances or perfumes that I can use that are not so strong, and tell me what you think about this video. Like I said, I'm gonna post some pictures at the end, so you can see exactly what I looked like about a month ago. That is not something that I was really comfortable doing, but I mean, hey, if I'm gonna talk about it, I want you to see exactly what I'm referring to when I say depression. Highly depressed. So guys, thank you for watching. I will be here a little more often, but don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, and just stay tuned. I love you guys. So guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and shout out to you if you made it to the